Hey, what's up guys? Nausea. Just wanted to do a quick video showing off my newest AK acquisition. This thing is a Yugo M70 builder's kit from Atlantic. The builder's kit included the entire M70 parts kit, a milled receiver, and a barrel. This was my first AK build, so there was some learning that I had to do. I did have to make some tools as well, but I was able to machine those at work, so not a huge deal. There are some weird quirks kind of with everything. You'll see that the biggest thing that stands out is this really strange lightning cut. Atlantic Firearms was very vague on their website about the receiver and the barrel and whatnot, but it's an ATI receiver. It is a milled receiver, obviously, and this basically entire parts kit was $575 after shipping, FFL fee, and a can of paint to finish it off. This thing is $621, so a pretty good deal. Of course, you know, add whatever, 60 bucks for the Vickers sling and, you know, whatever else, but I already had the TDI handguard laying around, so I threw that on. Just wrapped the underfolder stock in some camo form to add a little bit of cushiness and to kind of protect my face, especially during the summers here. It gets pretty brutal. I don't want to burn my face, so you know, just wrapped it up in some camo form there. But yeah, I threw this thing together in an afternoon and went together really well. It was a really easy build kit. Hit it with some paint the next day. I think it's actually technically still curing. I think it takes like a week to cure, but it's holding up, you know, pretty decent. I was a little impatient and kind of started assembling it before it was ready to, before it was dry enough to assemble. So there's a couple little scratches here and there, and of course throwing it in the backseat of the truck, it's gotten scratched, but I wasn't really in the market for another AK. I just saw how cheap these things were and wanted to use it as a learning opportunity because I have another AK that I'm working on building. So figured I'd use the cheaper $600 parts kit to learn how to build an AK on before I jumped into the more expensive one. So this thing does have some weird little quirks. Like I said, that lightning cut's kind of strange, and the safety divots that are drilled into the receiver are kind of in the wrong spot. But really not worried about it. It's a cheap shitter gun, so just wanted to show this thing off real quick. This is the $621 Yugo M70 underfolder with a milled receiver that I threw together in an afternoon. Don't want to make it too long, just kind of wanted to show this thing off real quick. So I doubt anytime there's ever cool like parts kits that show up on the market, I never see videos on them, so figured I'd just show this thing off. The only other thing I'm going to add, and I'm actually waiting on, is the definitive arms fighter brake, because this thing just came with a muzzle nut, so that's the only other thing I'm going to do to it. And then after that, we're just going to run the shit out of it and throw it in the back seat of the Xterra. But I'll go ahead and include some shooting footage from first shots on this thing. Thanks for watching, guys.